Hello students, I welcome you all to Current Affair lectures by Azad ICS Academy, and today we are going to look into the current affairs of 18th of April. So let us see before we start with 18th of April, let us see the question that we had seen on 17th, and that was, where was the new frog species that was discovered? And I think if you have heard of this, it is Gharbanga Reserve National Park or Reserve Forest. That is where we had seen this particular, frog. Now let us see what is the important article that we have for today. The first important article is related to environment ecology as well as a little bit of economy. We'll see this. Yeah. How can V2G technology help in India's power sector? Okay. So obviously from science and tech point of view, it is important. Environment ecology point of view, it is important, right? So let us understand what is this V2G. That is vehicle to grid. Can you see from vehicle to grid? That is what it says. V2G is nothing but vehicle to grid. Okay, it enables electrical vehicles to send power back to grid when idle, functioning like a decentralized energy storage system. So when it is sitting idle, you can send it back to the grid. Okay, so electrical vehicles can send back electricity to grid when they are idle and when they are not in use. Okay, when connected to bi-directional charger, ideally it acts as a stabilizer grid demand. Okay, both for broader tech family. We have V2 grid, V2 home, and V2 vehicle. So there are different other types also. We have V2 home, we have V2 vehicle, etc. So there are different types of projects that we have. The Kerala State Electricity Board (KSEB) and Indian Institute of Technology have initiated a pilot project to explore the implementation of V2 grid technology across the state. This collaboration aims to access feasibility of integrated electrical vehicle into state power grid. So we want to give some kind of things or some kind of electricity to the state electricity or state powers as well, right? So this is what it is. So V2G is nothing but it refers to the technology that enables the electric vehicle batteries to send back power to the grid when it is not in use. It can act as a centralized battery storage device. An idle EV is connected to bilateral charger, as you can see in the picture here before. And there are different types, like we can see we have vehicle to home, we have vehicle to vehicle, and among them, this is the most powerful that can be used. Okay, so what is this all about? So this is a pilot project that has been started by Kerala, State of Kerala and IIT Bombay. Okay, and what is the aim? This is what we want to do, we want to access, okay, how EV or that is electrical vehicles can support the grid during the peak demand, especially when solar energy is not available, like in the rainy season and all, how this particular electrical vehicles can help us. Okay, so that is why this is something that we have to understand. Now there are globally implementations are also happening. Okay, so in UK and Netherlands, EV are compensating for returning energy to the grids during the peak demand. So whenever there's a peak demand, you can see there are many countries like UK and in Netherlands, these owners are compensating supply energy back to the grid during the peak hours. Okay, in California, EV users are actively encouraging participation in ancillary service segments to the electrical markets, helping improve power stability and reliability. So we are trying to improve the power stability and reliability as well. Okay, so this is what we are trying to do. Seen as a cost-effective green energy storage supply and emergency power backup. So it can be seen as an emergency power backup whenever there is no electricity and you can use it. Okay, without increasing any climate-linked disaster. So we are not having any climate-linked disasters, and this is something that needs to be increased. Now, when it comes to India's status, see, it is still nascent as in very, very initial stage. Most focus on EV charging infrastructure, not reverse flow. We are only trying to charge the electrical vehicles, but we're not trying to do the reverse of it. Okay. So hence we do not have what is called as bilateral charging. So bilateral charging, if that is there, that is when we can send it back to the grid, right? But we do not have such kind of things. Okay. So fragmented electricity market structure. So what is a way forward that we need to have? So we have to understand that the grid stabilization during the peak load and we need to have proper variability, promote demand side as well. Okay, and there are a lot of policy gaps. These are some of the issues that we have here, right? So how do we do it? So we have to have a creative incentive structure to electrical vehicles, and the ones who are participating in this kind of V2G grid practices, we need to give them some kind of incentive so that we have a lot of people coming up and giving their ideas, right? So this is something that we have to understand. But what is the significance? Why is this that important? See, it is a very renewable source of power energy. Okay, it improves energy access and decarbonizing the power sector. So we will not use much amount of carbon dioxide. And what is going to happen here is we will be able to align our net zero by 2070 by electrical mobility targets. We will also bridge the gap between the transportation and the power sectors as well. So this is something that we can basically do with the help of this particular V2G things, right? Now, the next important article that we have is related to Trumponics or Trump economics. It's basically called as diverse or deserves to be taken seriously. Okay. Now, what is this? This is again related to global trade, international relations. Okay. What is Trumponics? Economic strategy under former US President Donald Trump centered on tariff protectionism, deregulation and tax cuts. So we have to understand that to me, United States President Donald Trump is famously said, tariff is the most beautiful word in the dictionary. Mr. Trump has shown that it means by imposing tariffs to varying degrees on wide range of countries and has initiated a trade war. And this likes of the words has been seen since the World War. So this is like a since World War. Now we have a trade war as well. Following turbulence in America's bond market, Mr. Trump has announced 90 days pause on tariffs on all the countries except for China. Hardly anybody thinks that you know, Mr. Trump will back off from the tariffs from fearing visit serious dislocation in US economy and world at large. Trumponics is a mission to fundamentally remark American economy and it deserves to be taken seriously. If not, because the world will need to adjust to it. So we have to understand that this is something that we need to take seriously. What Trump is doing, we cannot just ignore it. He has just taken it 90 days, but paused it for 90 days, but that does not mean that he's not going to come back. He is going to come back with some other thing and we have to get adjusted to it. If you're not taking it seriously, that's what it says, that you need to take it seriously. And if you're not taking it seriously, you have to get adjusted to it. Okay. So it is an economic strategy that is there. Now, what it is trying to do is bringing back domestic manufacturing, reducing trade deficit and strengthening US national security. This is what USA is trying to do by this particular thing, right? So here it is just a few key prepositions. The first, it is that America needs to bring back manufacturing. So as I told you, lost to China and other economics over past few years. And there are several reasons. So that's what it is trying to do. Okay. So tariff considered the most beautiful one in the dictionary according to Donald Trump. Right. Now, major economical propositions that we have: $1 million lost due to globalization, low weighing jobs growth replaced high weighing industrial employment. So these are some of the things that they are focusing on, that they want to bring back the manufacturing sector back. Free trade isn't always fair trade. China's dominance over subsidizing slave labor, tech. Okay, that is why Donald Trump is not allowing China, because it is also having a lot of dominance. Okay, trade deficits are harmful. US running huge current account deficits, weakening manufacturing and reserve currency strength. So these are the reasons why he's trying to do this. Okay, so Donald Trump or dollar impact and currency offset. So tariff can also cause dollar appreciation. So if you are including more tariffs, then appreciation of dollar will happen, right? So that means dollar will have more effective price. But stronger dollar reduces exports and worsens trade deficit anyways, right? So these are some of the things that we have to understand. But what is the way forward that we have? India must closely observe protectionist wave in the West and to isolate its economy. Need of policies to boost local manufacture. When Trump is thinking about manufacturing and focusing on the manufacturing within his country, why not India? Why is India depending on any other country, or why is it, thinking about some other things? Okay. Yeah, in India's PLI schemes and Make in India schemes are parallel responses. They must show focus on supply chain resilience and current manufacture or current management, right? Strategy diplomacy with US is crucial, as tariff shifts can affect sectors like pharma, steel, and IT. These things are going to get affected. So we also need to have a proper bilateral talks with USA. So this is something that we need to worry. And this, I think we have been discussing this particular topic since a long time, right? And we know that after Donald Trump has come and there is a lot of tariff issues that are happening, and this is going to be in news at least for another few days. So don't have to worry about this. What we will do is we'll discuss more about this again, right? So let us see the question that we have for today. What is the core idea behind Trumponics regarding manufacture? So what is he wanting to do when it comes to manufacturing of manufacturing sector when it comes to United States? Whether he wants to promote automobile, or whether he wants to shift all the manufacturing to Asia, whether he want to bring back manufacturing jobs to US, or privatize all the manufacturing sectors. What is the right answer? What do you feel is the appropriate right answer? Try to put it in the comment section, and also put your suggestions. Thank you so much.